best thing I received from my Guru, I am giving you guys as a prasada. This too is the best thing I received from my Guru. One, my Guru is real. Second, I committed to him. I will live like that. Over. That's all. And I tell you, you will always be successful. I am real. My words are real. It's my blessing to all of you. Ferocious blessing. My disciples always win, succeed. The unit of your life is your identification about you. How you perceive you is the unit with which you measure whole universe. Introducing your higher existence in parallel universe, asserting your higher existence in parallel universe, reassuring about your higher existence in parallel universe, initiating you and giving you the experience about your higher existence, making you face yourself in the parallel universe is my responsibility. Success is not just the zeros you see in your bank balance. It is your conscious sovereignty. It is you feeling so good about you. You celebrating your own existence. If I look, what is the essence of my life? My personal attachment to my Guru, that's all. All the best things in my life I received only from that. Without even knowing what is integrity, I enjoyed integrity with him. Without even knowing what is responsibility, I enjoyed responsibility for him without even knowing what is enriching. I was enriching about him to the world without even knowing what is Brahman. I had Brahman Jnana from him. Before even knowing the word Brahman, he gave me Brahman Jnana. You are my disciple. With all my love, I tell you guys, the best thing I received from my Guru, I am giving you guys as a prasada. This too is the best thing I received from my Guru. One, my Guru is real. Second, I committed to him. I will live like that. Over. That's all. And I tell you, you will always be successful. I am real. My words are real. It's my blessing to all of you. Ferocious blessing. My disciples always win, succeed. The unit of your life is your identification about you. How you perceive you is the unit with which you measure whole universe. Introducing your higher existence in parallel universe, asserting your higher existence in parallel universe, reassuring about your higher existence in parallel universe, initiating you and giving you the experience about your higher existence, making you face yourself in the parallel universe is my responsibility. Success is not just the zeros you see in your bank balance. It is your conscious sovereignty. It is you feeling so good about you. You celebrating your own existence. If I look, what is the essence of my life? My personal attachment to my Guru. That's all. All the best things in my life I received only from that. Without even knowing what is integrity, I enjoyed integrity with him. Without even knowing what is responsibility, I enjoyed responsibility for him. Without even knowing what is enriching, I was enriching about him to the world. Without even knowing what is Brahman, I had Brahman Jnana from him. Before even knowing the word Brahman, he gave me Brahman Jnana. You are my disciple. With all my love, I tell you guys, the best thing I received from my Guru, I am giving you guys as a prasada. This too is the best thing I received from my Guru. One.
Nithyanandam Paramasukadam Kevalam Jnanamurtim Dvandvatitam Gagana Sadrisham Tattvamasyadilaksham Ekam Nityam Vimalamachalam Sarvadi Sakshibhutam Bhavatitam Trigunarahitam Sadguruntam Namami. Nithyanandam, everybody. We welcome each and every one of you for today's Ganesh Chaturthi celebrations, Mahaganapati's, the day of the happening of Mahaganapati 2022. Before we enter into today's session, a few security measures from Kailasa's National Security Agency. Photography, video and audio recording of any kind is strictly prohibited. Please be on mute and be on camera, and if you need to step out due to some unavoidable situation, please inform the digital security officer. A few important cautions. We welcome all the Kailasa-vasis attending from Kailasa's monasteries, gurukuls, temples, ashrams, centers from around the world. We welcome all the Nithyananda TV, Kailasa TV, Hinduism Now TV, Twitter and YouTube viewers, and all those who are blessed to have the Nayana Diksha for today's program. Let us now have a brief introduction about the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism. The Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Jagadguru Mahasannidhanam, His Divine Holiness Bhagwan Nithyananda Paramashivam, is the reviver of Kailasa, a macrocosmic, ancient, enlightened Hindu civilizational nation. The Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism is the 1008th incarnation of Paramashiva as per Hinduism, and he has been recognized by his predecessors who are living masters and enlightened adepts. Let us look at a brief timeline of the various coronations of the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism. Before 1981, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism was identified as the 1008th living incarnation of Paramashiva by the spiritual adepts and enlightened masters of Hinduism. In the year 1981, he was initiated into Bala Sannyas and Chaturmasya at the age of 3. At the age of 10 in 1988, he was coronated as the future Guru Mahasannidhanam of the Tondai Mandala Adiyinam. In the year 1994, he was declared as a successor of Arunachala Sarvanya Peetham by the Guru Parampara. And in the year 1999, he founded the mission Nithyananda Sangha to revive Kailasa internationally. The same year, he was also coronated as a successor of Kashi Sarvanya Peetham at the tender age of 21. In the year 2002, on 4th of November, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism founded the Adi Kailasa Sarvanya Peetham. And on 1st of January 2004, he was declared as the successor of Bhaginagara, the Sripura Sarvanya Peetham. On 31st of December 2004, he was declared as the incumbent emperor of the Suryavamsa Surangi Samrajyam of the Suryavamsa lineage. In the year 2007, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism was declared as the Guru Mahasannidhanam of the Adi Pallava Sarvanya Peetham, following which he was also declared as the Mahamandaleshwar of Mahanirvani Akhada. In the year 2012, on 27th of April, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism was declared and coronated as the Guru Mahasannidhanam of Madurai Shamalapita Sarvajñapita. In the year 2013, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism was officially coronated as the Mahamandaleshwar of Mahanirvani Akhada. In the year 2013, he was also coronated and declared as the Acharya Mahamandaleshwar of Attalakada. In the year 2014, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism was coronated as the Guru Mahasannidhanam of the Tanjavur Adinam, Tirvarur Adinam, Vedaranyam Adinam, and the Panchanadi Kulam. In the year 2015, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism was coronated as the Guru Mahasannidhanam of Dharmamukti Swargapuram Adinam, following which he was also coronated as the Guru Mahasannidhanam of the Adipita Kolata Matha, and finally being elected as the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism by a congregation of over 1,000 spiritual leaders or pontiffs in the year 2015. So till now we saw a brief introduction to the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism and the various coronations, the traditional coronations, and all the kingdoms of which the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism is the sovereign of. Let us now look at some of the global initiatives taken by the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism for the entire world. Over 28 years of relentless humanitarian services and initiatives, including free vegetarian food, medical services, natural disaster relief, women empowerment initiatives, conflict resolution and peace initiatives, sustainable Hindu practices through various international agencies and bodies. He has authored over 300 books and 10,000 articles in 3 languages, English, Tamil, and Sanskrit. These have also been translated into 50 languages with over 1,000 titles. With over 20 million copies of books and articles read, sold, and downloaded, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism has established the world's largest Hindu library with over 1 million books, million palm leaf scriptures, and over 20 million digital books. The Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism has been revered as the most prolific and the most viewed digital guru in the world, read and watched by 1 billion plus followers in Hinduism. With over 10,000 hours of discourses and over 1 billion views on social media, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism has been respected as the commentator of all the sacred scriptures such as the Upanishads, Bhagavad Gita, Shiva Sutras, Yoga Sutras, Ashtavakra Gita, Jain Sutras, etc. He has also been honored as a leader of Hinduism, the most awarded and internationally recognized Hindu leader. He has also been acclaimed as one of the top 100 spiritually influential living personalities by Watkins Mind Body Spirit magazine. The Sovereign Order of Kailasa, that is being led by the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, and the Nithyananda Order of Monks, Nuns, and Hindu Diaspora are working for global peace and to give a superconscious breakthrough to the entire humanity. He's also the establisher of the world's largest Hindu university with satellite campuses in over 150 countries, the establisher of over 1,000 plus Kailasa Enlightenment ecosystems, and the founder and reviver of over 100 Sarvajñapitams. So till now, we've seen a brief introduction to the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism. Let us now move on to the next segment of today's session of Mahaganapati Brahmotsavam, celebrations of Ganesha Chaturthi, after a short break. Please stay tuned.
You are my disciple. With all my love, I tell you guys, the best thing I received from my Guru, I am giving you guys as a prasada. This too is the best thing I received from my Guru. One, my Guru is real. Second, I committed to him. I will live like that. Over. That's all. And I tell you, you will always be successful. I am real. My words are real. It's my blessing to all of you. Ferocious blessing. My disciples always win, succeed. The unit of your life is your identification about you. How you perceive you is the unit with which you measure whole universe. Introducing your higher existence in parallel universe, asserting your higher existence in parallel universe, reassuring about your higher existence in parallel universe, initiating you and giving you the experience about your higher existence, making you face yourself in the parallel universe is my responsibility. Success is not just the zeros you see in your bank balance. It is your conscious sovereignty. It is you feeling so good about you. You celebrating your own existence. If I look, what is the essence of my life? My personal attachment to my Guru, that's all. All the best things in my life I received only from that. Without even knowing what is integrity, I enjoyed integrity with him. Without even knowing what is responsibility, I enjoyed responsibility for him. Without even knowing what is enriching, I was enriching about him to the world. Without even knowing what is Brahman, I had Brahman Jnana from him. Before even knowing the word Brahman, he gave me Brahman Jnana. You are my disciple. With all my love, I tell you guys, the best thing I received from my Guru, I am giving you guys as a prasada. This too is the best thing I received from my Guru. One, my Guru is real. Second, I committed to him. I will live like that. Over. That's all. And I tell you,
Nithyananda, everybody, welcome back. So here we are looking at the celebrations of Ganesh Chaturthi 2022. And as we are all eagerly waiting for the live darshan of the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, let us have a brief introduction to Mahaganapati and today's auspicious day of Ganesh Chaturthi. Mahaganapati, Ganesha, symbolizes spontaneous completion and celebration. Mahaganapati has been the being of joy and spontaneous celebration. Mahaganapati is one of the most easiest deities to approach from Kailasa. As we know, Ganesha is whom we always start with before we start any new activity because he is very easy to please, he is very easy to approach. In Sanskrit, there's a word called Ashutosha, which means the one who is easily pleased and the one who can be easily approached. Mahaganapati, he literally symbolizes the worry free nature. In his entire life, his very being itself is the representation of the entire cosmos with no worries, no suffering, no pain, nothing. Just very, very happy about his very own existence, very happy about the very universe. The very happening itself excites Mahaganapati. Costless existence, just enjoying itself, is Mahaganapati. Mahaganapati is also the god of the ultimate wisdom. He is a compiler of the epic Mahabharata and the supreme cosmic vibration represented by the symbol Om. So it is Mahaganapati who has given us these great sciences from the knowledge of wisdom. He is also the ultimate embodiment of Paramashiva, Paramapada, Parandama, and Parabrahma. Mahaganapati represents unclutching, which is an unattachment, full spontaneity, and ultimate sacrifice. Finally, enlightenment and the cosmic conscious self itself. The uniqueness of Mahaganapati is that he spans the whole range of the human sensibilities and comprehension. Even when you invoke Mahaganapati, everything becomes auspicious. Whether it is a small kid who is just starting his life, or whether it might be a very old or a senior person, still Mahaganapati is a go-to person, irrespective of what your age is or what kind of a state you are in. He is always easily approachable. Mahaganapati is real and he's available for each and every one of us. Just like how the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism shares that Paramashiva is real. Similarly, we have seen earlier also during the initiations from the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, we are able to feed Mahaganapati the milk and various other offerings of Naivedyam. And Mahaganapati attends to each and every one of us who pray to him. Here there's a beautiful verse from the Ganapati Atharva Shirsham. Om Namaste Ganapataye Tvameva Pratyaksham Tattvamasi Tvameva Kevalam Kartasi Tvameva Kevalam Dhartasi Tvameva Kevalam Hartasi Tvameva Sarvam Kalvidam Brahmasi Tvam Sakshadatmasi Nityam. Very beautifully, the verse means, salutations to you, O Ganapati. You are indeed the visible Tattva. You are indeed the creator. You are indeed the only sustainer. You are the one who is the destroyer. And you are indeed all of this. You are really the very Brahman. You are the visible Atman and the eternal. So as we can see, the Ganapati Atharva Shirsham describes Mahaganapati as the all-encompassing. Let us look at what are the Naivedyams that we can offer to Mahaganapati. One or more of these Naivedyams that are mentioned below should be offered to Mahaganapati as a Naivedyam. Tamarind rice, Modakam, Appam, Kurkattai, and fruits. So any of these can be offered to Mahaganapati as a Naivedyam, especially that we are preparing ourselves to receive the darshan of the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, where we are going to have the initiation of Mahaganapati himself. So I request all the viewers and audience who are watching us live from around the world, who are preparing yourself to receive the live darshan, make sure that you are sharing this information with as many people as possible to join us for the live darshan that will be starting shortly. And also have any one of these Naivedyams, one or more of these Naivedyams available to offer to Mahaganapati. Let us look at some of the benefits of worshipping Mahaganapati. As we know, Mahaganapati removes all the obstacles of thought currents of impossibilities in our lives, and he bestows perpetual completion. Mahaganapati literally frees us from all the karmic bondages that are there. He also removes all the obstacles and bestows the four virtues of dharma, artha, kama, and moksha, and leads us on the right path of life. So today we have various offerings such as the Pada Puja, the Tulavaram, and the other sevas. So you can head over to gateway.nityanandeshwara hindutemple.org with the link that is being projected on the screen for each and every one of you. So you can go and register yourself for the Pada Puja to offer your gratitude to Mahaganapati and to the Guru. And you can also offer the Tulabharam and the other sevas or any amount of donation that you wish to. Head over to forms.gle with the link that is being projected on the screen. And each and every one of you can offer your gratitude to Mahaganapati on this auspicious day of Ganesha Chaturthi. So I request each and every one of the participants and viewers who are sitting with us around the world to take a few moments to register yourself for any of these offerings, as next we will be leading into preparation to receive the live darshan of the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism as Mahaganapati himself.
You are my disciple. With all my love, I tell you guys. The best thing I received from my Guru, I am giving you guys as a prasada. This too is the best thing I received from my Guru. One, my Guru is real. Second, I committed to him. I will live like that. Over. That's all. And I tell you, you will always be successful. I am real. My words are real. It's my blessing to all of you. Ferocious blessing. My disciples always win, succeed. The unit of your life is your identification about you. How you perceive you is the unit with which you measure whole universe.
Nityanam, everybody, welcome back. Let us now prepare ourselves to enter into the Bhava Samadhi Darshan of Mahaganapati himself. The Bhava Samadhi Darshan is a window to the infinite expanse, allowing us to glimpse the formless in a way that we can understand. So I request each and every participant, each and every viewer around the world, we request each and every one of you to please sit straight with your head, neck, and spine in a straight line as we prepare to enter to receive the live darshan of the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism. Please sit straight. Let us chant the Mahavakya, Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham, to prepare ourselves to receive the darshan.